Hey everyone, Chase here at Rocky Mountain ATVMC, and today we're going to share with you our top 5 tips to help you conserve energy on a motocross track. All right everyone, thanks for checking in. So today we want to share with you our 5 tips to help you conserve energy and help you ride longer on the motocross track. We're all out here to have a good time. We all want to be able to ride a lot of laps while we're out here. And maybe you're getting ready for a race and you want to build up your endurance. You got to make sure you're doing the correct things to help you have the most energy and ride as long as possible. And when riders start to get tired, that's when a lot of injuries can happen because you start to lose strength. You don't have as much control of the motorcycle. So it's important to use these techniques. Tip number 1, we hear about it all the time. You see it on pit boards for some of the top riders in the sport. You got to breathe. You got to make sure that you're getting good breaths. You got to get oxygen to your muscles. Not breathing, especially if you're in a, maybe a sketchy part of the track or a real rough section, we're gonna tense up. That's totally normal. But the more you tense up, the more you usually forget to breathe. And that's why you gotta remind yourself. So maybe you're going over a jump in the air, focus on taking a breath, relax your upper body. Or maybe you're going through a corner like we have today that are pretty smooth. In those sections, you can relax a little bit. You can focus on taking a breath. That's also really gonna help with arm pump. I think probably one of the number one reasons people get arm pump is because they are holding their breath. So focus on breathing in the places on the track that allow you to make sure you're continuously getting oxygen into your body. Tip number 2 is ride a gear higher. If you're on a bike that allows you to do so let's say I'm on this Honda 450 right now. These new 450s and even 250s, they have a lot of power. You can carry third gear through a lot of corners. I usually try not to be in second gear on corners just because there's a couple big benefits that riding a gear taller will do for you. First of all, it frees up the chassis. It helps your suspension work a little better. So as you're going through those rougher sections, the RPMs aren't as high, the chassis is not binding up, so your suspension can move freer when you're in a taller gear. And as you're accelerating out of corners, especially ones that have a lot of acceleration chop, that's where you get really tired, is when you're holding on to the motorcycle so it doesn't rip out from underneath you. If you're in a gear higher, that's just gonna make it smoother as you exit the corner. You might feel like you're going slower because you don't have that instant hit as you're exiting the corner or in other parts of the track, but you're gonna have more energy because you're not fighting so hard to hold on to the motorcycle. Now, if you're on a bike, maybe a 125 or whatever bike it might be, if you don't have, if you can't ride a gear taller because your bike doesn't have enough torque, that's totally fine. But if your bike allows you to, try going up one gear. Again, that's going to smoothen out the suspension, make it easier to hold on to the bike, especially in those rough, choppier sections. Tip number 3, stand up as much as possible. It's kind of the opposite, because usually when we tend to get tired on the track, we want to sit down more because we want to sit down and try and relax. But the more you sit down, especially when the track is rough, if the track is smooth, you can sit down really all you want to. But as the track starts to go away, maybe you're doing a moto that's gonna be later in the day and the track is really blown out, you've got square edge bumps like we have out here on the West Coast, you gotta make sure you're standing up. If you look at the top riders, you look at Chase Sexton, Ken Roczen, Eli Tomac, these guys are masters of standing up through corners, especially as the track starts to get rough. And the reason that it's so beneficial is as you're standing up, you're squeezing the bike with your knees, so you're controlling the motorcycle, not with your upper body, but with your lower body. That will allow you to relax your upper body, so you're not holding on as tight. But as you go through those rougher sections and you're standing up, you can let the motorcycle work underneath you. You would be very surprised how much energy it sucks up when you go through a corner or you come into a section you're sitting down, because every time that motorcycle is bouncing up and down and that suspension is compressing and rebounding, your body is absorbing that. And you might not realize it, but that is going to really make you get tired faster. So stand up, practice those drills, stand up going through turns. Next time you're at the track, do your practice drills. Take your seat off if you have to. But the more you can stand up, especially as the track goes away, the more you can conserve energy, letting your upper body relax, controlling the motorcycle. It's really gonna help you out. So tip number 4 is kind of an extension of what we just talked about. And this sounds kind of weird at first, but once you understand what I'm talking about, it makes total sense. You want to be in control of the motorcycle, but you want to be light on the bike. And I think Dylan Ferrandis, they talk about this a lot when he's riding the Outdoor Nationals. He does a great job of this. If you watch him ride, he stands up a lot. He's really working hard, but you can see as he's going through maybe braking bumps or some of that rough chop, he stays light on the motorcycle. And what I mean by that is he's not just gripping onto the bike and trying to just plow through that stuff. Maybe he's jumping over some of the braking bumps, or he's finding those smoother lines. You're doing whatever you can to control the motorcycle underneath you. Again, we're squeezing with the knees, but you want to stay light. The more you can relax your upper body and just remain loose, again, you're going to breathe more, you're going to conserve energy because you're not going to be holding your breath. So focus on being in control of the motorcycle, squeezing, have your chest over the bars, being in that good attack position, but relax and try and be loose on the motorcycle. Tip number 5, I am very guilty of this because I find myself doing it all the time and it's super frustrating, is line choice. A lot of times when you go out to a track, you find the lines that you like. A lot of us tend to gravitate towards the inside line when we go into turns, but you gotta remember that the lines that are getting ridden the most get the roughest. You're gonna get acceleration chop coming out of those. You're gonna get big braking bumps going into those, or maybe you're on a straightaway and you keep going down the same spot and you're hitting those big braking bumps where if you would move a foot to your right or a foot to your left, you could find a much smoother line. The same goes for corners. If you're coming through a corner and you keep hitting the same inside rut and every time you come out of it, you got that nasty acceleration chop, you're just gonna make yourself more tired. You gotta search for lines. A lot of guys find this difficult to do because it is hard. As you're coming around the track, you're already thinking about that next corner. Maybe in your head, you've already decided what rut you're gonna hit. But as you're riding, you gotta be searching, looking for other lines, other possibilities. If you feel like the line that you're in is rough, get out of that thing. Maybe you're coming into a corner and you wanna cut down early. You can make a new exit out of that corner. If you're coming into a corner that's got a lot of braking bumps going in, sweep in for maybe a couple feet farther out or a couple feet to the inside. Make a new line that's gonna enter into that corner. There's a lot of little things you can do by searching for different lines to smoothen out the track to help you conserve energy. All right, tip number 6 might seem like a total no-brainer, but still see people not doing this. You gotta hydrate and you gotta have good nutrition. Hydration does not start the day that you're gonna be riding your dirt bike. It starts the day before, especially if you're gonna be riding hot conditions. It is crucial. You wanna be drinking good fluids throughout the day while you're riding as well. Don't skip out on that. Even if you're not sweating a lot, as you're riding, your body's still expending energy, so you gotta make sure you're staying hydrated. And then as far as nutrition goes, the day you're gonna be riding, eat a good dinner the night before, the day of. What I think is kind of the golden ticket is I always try and have a good solid meal. I mean good fats, carbohydrates, and proteins about 2 hours before I'm gonna ride. That way it's enough time for that to digest, get into my bloodstream. You have to remember that when you eat solid foods, a lot of blood goes to your gut and to your intestine to help that get digested. And if all your blood is there, it can't get to your muscles. That's not gonna help you when you're riding. So a few hours before is a good time, or is a good window. And then just make sure too, throughout the day as you're riding, don't eat big meals, especially if you have a short gap between your motos or between your rides. Try and get maybe a carbohydrate supplement that you can buy on our website. There's protein shakes you can get, things that'll just absorb a little bit quicker in your system so you don't cramp up and it gets digested faster. But that's our bonus tip number 6, good hydration, good nutrition. So there you have it, everyone. Those are our top 5 tips to help you conserve energy while you're out there riding on a motocross track. I would love to hear your comments. What have you guys learned? What have you done over the past that's helped you conserve energy, get in better shape? Share those tips with us. That's gonna help other riders out there looking to do the same thing. So leave your questions and your comments and your feedback below. If you like this top 5 tips video, we got a lot more just like it. So make sure, get subscribed to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel, stay up to date because we're constantly doing videos just like you saw today. I'm Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.